Hello all, it's Jmix here, and if you would like to check out the new merch store, it is up and running. The link is going to be in the description down below. Check it out and tell me what you think down in the comment section.
What it do, world? This is the legendary Kokane, and I'm kicking it with Jmix.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
If I may, did Eazy-E and Dr. Dre get along?
They got along, but they always have creative differences. I can remember times, with times going up to the recording studio, and Dre would always want just some different changes according to the music, because he was producing, he knew what he wanted. But see, Eric ran his company the way he wanted. He ran his company the way he wanted. Okay, yes, sir. Now, Eric ran his company the way he wanted, so some nights when they was recording Niggas for Life and different other situations like that, being in the studio, Dre would be like, I'm leaving this right here. I'm leaving this. But Eric would be like, hell nah, man, I don't want that shit in there. That shit sound whack. But Dre would be getting hot because, bottom line, that was Eric's company, and Eric had the last word. So Dre was sitting fixed on leaving anyway. It was brewing up. It's like a loose string that unravels a carpet. He was up because they always had creative differences. Now, Eric loved Dre, and Dre loved Eric. Even when we was doing the Death Row beef thing against Ruthless, they lived around the corner from each other. But it got out of hand because of other forces around. And a lot of people don't know that. They lived right around the corner. They went to each other's house in Calabasas. But the public never really did know it because it was other outside forces perpetuating violence and different other things like that.
How did Suge Knight appear in the picture, and what do you know about the maneuvering with Suge Knight getting Dre to leave Ruthless?
Well, what it is, back in the 1990s, and I'm gonna paraphrase some things, but and just skim off the top with it, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Back in the 1990s, Suge was DOC's bodyguard. You feel me? And we used to all run around with each other, from touring with us at Above the Law and different other things. And he's Suge's a good friend. You know what I'm saying? But he was a head knocker back then. He was DOC's bodyguard. So he was always around the camp, and we was always around him. You feel me? That was our folks, at the time at Ruthless. So the thing of it is, back in 1991, the Cubes that left already, Dre was setting on leaving because some things was kind of going up, you know what I'm saying, in the air about certain discrepancies on money being paid and royalties or whatever that was within the camp. So that was Dre. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, his way to say, I'm leaving. So we was like, Above the Law and Kokane was about to leave as well. We was about to get out of here, and that was when a new movie was coming along, Deep Cover. So we wanted to get this thing together to where we was like, okay, if Eazy-E at this time, this is what Above the Law and Kokane was thinking, okay, if Ruthless Records is tripping, if Eazy was tripping, because we were blindsided and was fooled that into Eazy was tripping with the money and different other things like that. So once Eazy got wind of it, he called a meeting together. And I remember it like it's yesterday. He called a meeting and said, man, I want to talk to Dre. I want to talk to Butler. I want to talk to Kokane about what's going on so we can stick together and do this thing. It's nothing that we can't iron out and nothing like that. So we actually went to the meeting, Above the Law and Kokane. And Eazy was right there. This was in Inglewood, California. Eazy pulled up, and we all had a meeting. We said, where's Dre? Dre was nowhere to be found because Dre was already planning his move to leave because he was leaving for whatever reason that he had, maybe because he got tired of the creative indifferences, or maybe he's seen Ice Cube left and Diggs doing good with the Bomb Squad now. Who knows? But Dre stayed over there, and we stayed over there, and then all of a sudden it just got bad blood because I guess Suge or whatever, bad blood between Eric and Suge, or Suge and Eric. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. It's a long story. But at the same time, they left. Dre started this company called Death Row, and we rekindled our business relationship. When I say we, Above the Law and Kokane, and when we rekindled our business relationship, everything was cool. But then at the same time, everything was cool because Kokane is on the same soundtrack that Snoop Dogg first got introduced on, which is 187 on the Cop. He covered, and I got a song on there called Nickel Slick. Okay? So what I'm telling you is actually bridging in the gaps of what I'm telling you. So what had happened is that we felt they took our whole style and essence and everything like that. You feel me? Because when we rekindled our business relationship, the first people that we had on our squad that we wanted to put out Above the Law and Kokane and eventually run it through the Ruthless pipeline, and this was when Dre was tripping, about to leave anyway. You feel me? We, Above the Law and Kokane, Above the Law discovered Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg already. Above the Law was the first ones to discover Snoop and Nate because they used to come up to our studio with Warren G. So back when we did our business with rekindled our business relationship with E, they didn't have nobody for the move Dre was about to make. So at that time, I was working on my album, and Snoop couldn't wait around for Cold 187 to produce them. So Warren G, Dre's half brother, saying, I got some new groups. I got some artists that we can have to start with this new thing we got called Death Row. You see what I'm saying? So they went over there to Death Row, and at the same time they went over there to Death Row, Snoop, Nate, and all of them, you know, Suge was like, you know, beefing them up. Be like, Ruthless. So we was at the same time, Death Row. And that started this whole feud between us. And we felt like, you know, at that time they took our essence because a lot of people talk about Dr. Dre created G-Funk and different things like that, and I don't take nothing away from him. But that's not the truth. That is not the truth. Above the Law and Kokane created this worldwide thing called G-Funk. Because I remember when Code 187, when Dr. Dre was doing that album, and Code 187 took that man breakbeat, gave him some this, told him to do this, but he don't get that credit for it. A lot of people I don't even know. Not taking nothing away from Dr. Dre. I had a chance to work with him again on Chronic 2001. I seen L.A. niggas with me and my Turner. So therefore, it's not about that, but the truth is the truth. So I know I'm throwing everything out there, but how I'm trying to show you guys the picture and show the audience the picture is that it's incredible when I look back how much imprint Above the Law and Kokane had into the West Coast sound, cultivating that sound. And for some people to come in, you know, years later, bygones is bygones, but some years later, people to come in and claim something, and it's not even really that. And they trick a whole world and audience demographically. You see what I'm saying? But the good thing about it is that it's a big, wide audience via internet and different other things, and we don't, Above the Law and Kokane don't have to say so much about what went on back then and thievery or who did this and that, because people come up and say, well, damn, Kokane, you had a group called The Aftermath. That's ironic. So if you go on Fuck Up on a Line and you look at the album, and it says it right there, 94. Aftermath. That was the name of, it was going to be of our company or everything. aftermath. I'm not saying it is right. I'm not jumping to conclusions. I'm painting a picture so people understand that not only the involvement of cocaine, but the facts about cocaine in the music. So if you go back, way before people was claiming G-Funk, all the records, call it what you want. Bill Park said, I'm from the G-Funk, but you can call it what you want. Who's the G-Funk? Way before people start screaming G-Funk. So it has to, the good thing about it is that when you telling the world and they really don't understand, it's so good that they can go on the internet and actually see what I'm telling. You see what I'm saying? So with all and everything, what I'm trying to tell you, to sum it up, to make it all make sense to you, it's a good thing because at the same time you outweigh the pros and the cons. And years later, I learned how to let bygones be bygones because it was Ruthless against Death Row at that time. And in 1999, me and Snoop Dogg squashed our funk, and we did some beautiful music. Last Meal, I'm on 8 songs. The East Siders, I'm on 11 on Deuces and Dre'S. 4 on the East Side. Snoop Dogg presents the East Siders. Went on the Chronic 2001. And that's what it's about, man. And to be here and sit here and see the whole revelation unravel, it's not only awesome, it's very gratifying. I'm blessed to be able to tell this type of story to the whole world, and now they can do their homework by internet and hear the interviews with brothers like yourself. You know what I'm saying? It makes it big for hip hop, especially where we come from, West Coast hip hop, because it's a lot of things that's erased and wrote over. And the good thing about those facts is that when you look at those old records and different other things like that and how everything happened, you understand not only what I tell you, but you feel gratification yourself, like, especially if you love West Coast hip hop.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
What up, shut up?